Yes.
Sorry, maybe I'm fighting with words, but then without I means there is no consciousness in that stage at all.
You just imagine that night time there is no sun at all. Can you say in the night time there is no sun?
No, we cannot say that. But the sun is there. We can't see.
Sun is there, we can't see. Same way, the consciousness is there, we can't see.
That's the without I.
That is what I say without I for the sake of your understanding. We can't say, there is no space where there is no I. There is, in a way, you can say, there is no time where there is no sun. There is no time when there is no sun. But we say, the night time there is no sun. Just like that. For the sake of your understanding, I like to use that word, without I.
Okay, we can say unconditioned I. We can say in that state.
No. Again, the conditioned, unconditioned I means you start thinking that you need to as if uncondition the I. There is no need to uncondition the I. You need to uncondition the thoughts, that's all. I wanted to use such a safe words so that you can understand the process is also a simple process. If you use the wrong words, then you will start thinking about the process. Oh, it's a big. The process is not too big. Finished?
So the blank space on the chart is talking about
Samadhi,
that's the blank.
super consciousness. Let me explain about the physical body. Enough, don't take notes. If you take, the moment you bend for the notes, I stop speaking. After every session's gap, you can take notes. About the food, ahara, few things. I'm just going to give a few tips, step by step. I'm not going to give you rules. Don't have any rules in your life. If you have, the moment you start having rules, immediately you start hating the rules. Any rule, you will start hating. Never have any rule. Have only understandings. I have seen many guys suffering more because of the guilt they have eaten wrong food. The wrong food, the food itself wouldn't have created any problem. But the guilt would have created lot more problem. Once in a while, somewhere you go to some party and drink or smoke and come away. The drinking and smoking itself wouldn't have caused so much of problem. But this guilt would have created more trouble. Of course, I am not encouraging go around and drink or do whatever you want. I am not encouraging that. But I am telling you, don't create too much of guilt in your being. Don't create much rules, even in your day-to-day life. Yesterday I was telling, I was not explaining on that because I was speaking in the temple. So I do not want to. Now I can explain. I have seen many people who create the regular routine of doing puja. In the first beginning, when you started doing puja, you must have felt some ecstasy, joy, some enthusiasm. When you start every day as a regular routine, in a month or two, it will become a dead routine. Afterwards, for next month, if you have fear, out of fear you will be continuing. And after that, you will be just waiting when I will finish the puja and come out. When I will finish the puja and escape from the room. And if you want to see the greatest atheist, go and see the priests, the temple priests. Because every day they are touching the vigraha, they are touching that idol and cleaning, doing worship. You can see they will be the greatest atheists. They will never have faith or love. Because the moment you make something as rule, you can see you spoil the whole thing. whole joy is spoiled. Whole love is spoiled. The moment you make something as a rule, the whole thing is lost. The whole idea is lost. So don't make as a rules. Make these few things as a understanding. So make these few things as understanding about your life. Let me give the few understandings about food. Don't take any food which can make your logic imbalance, which can make you lose your consciousness. Means alcohol, drugs, and the food which makes you continuously feel sleepy, lethargic. That's all. No other rule. That's all. Only these two rules, which makes your consciousness dull. Don't allow those things inside your system. For example, what for you are eating? Tell me. What for you are eating? To live. For energy. After eating the food, if you feel dull and lethargic, feeling like going and sleeping, what it means? Overeating or wrong food? Overeating, huh?
Sugar.
Overeating or
Sweets.
wrong food. So, don't allow the food inside your system which immediately makes you feel like sleeping. Basic thing. There is no need for anything else. The second thing, when you eat, don't entertain restlessness in your being, and don't eat the food cooked by the people who are restless by themselves. Here comes little difficulty. Here comes little difficulty. First thing, in understanding and in practicing. First let us understand why. There is a beautiful saying from an enlightened master. When you cook, don't think you put only your ingredients. You put your thoughts also and cook. Your thoughts are also added when you cook. When you cook, your thoughts are also added. That's the important thing you need to notice. And there's one more thing, beautiful thing. A Zen story. A king goes to a master and asks the master, I know that you are always living in joy and ecstasy and bliss. You are so alive, bubbling. What is the reason? What is the technique you practice? Please guide us. Please teach us. Master said, technique. I eat when I eat, I sleep when I sleep. That's all. The king cannot understand. What are you talking? What do you mean by it? Master says, I eat when I eat. I sleep when I sleep. Do you do that? King says, yes, everyone does. When we eat, we eat. When we sleep, we sleep. Master says, no. Look when you eat. The time of your eating only, you will start doing all sorts of brooding over about the past, planning for the future. You will be either worrying about the future or worrying about the past. You never eat relating to the food. Relating to the food is one of the important things because the food is going to become part of your being. You are going to eat. It is going to become just part of your being. It is going to become your own self. But you never bother, you never care to relate with the food. First thing, eating with the hand itself is a technique to relate with the food. Eating with the hand is a wonderful way to relate with the food. Eating with, not only that, there are 10 energy centers in your both hands. In the fingers, tip of the fingers. 10 energy centers. Those 10 energy centers make your body adjusted or prepares your body to the food when you touch the food. When you touch the food, actually, even if the person who is having wrong thoughts, even if he cooks, even if there are wrong thoughts in the food, it will be cleansed. Food will be prepared. The energy of the food will be adjusted for your own body energy. So instead of touching the food directly by mouth, touch it by hand. According to me, wash both hands and put both hands and eat through both hands. You may ask, what are you teaching, Swamiji? But you do not know. You do not know the value of it. Only when you know the consciousness or a spiritual background, you will understand. In Zen, if you are taking a cup of tea, you are supposed to hold the cup of tea with whole hand, both hands. And all the 10 fingertips has to touch the cup. Then only you are allowed to drink. Then only you are allowed to drink. And not only that, you do not know consciously how much makes the difference. Try today, just try today. Wash your hands thoroughly. Put both your hands and feel the food. And take the food little by little and put the food in the mouth and nicely enjoy, relish, deeply enjoy and swallow. Don't just grab the food. If you grab the food, you do not even know the quantity. And it will go inside so much, you will not even know the quantity. See, when I say, this all looks very simple. But eating is the habit, your basic habit. Everyday activity. One more thing, people come and tell me, Swamiji, I don't have time to do meditation, I don't have time to do dhyana, I don't have time to do puja. I tell them, don't bother at all. Just convert your eating into meditation, that's enough. If you practice these few basic things, the very eating itself will become meditation. The very eating will become meditation. You can't say, I don't have time to eat. Do you say? You eat properly. So, instead of saying, I don't have time to meditate, convert the eating into meditation. Let the eating itself become a meditation. Start eating in a very meditative way. Put both hands and, if possible, sit with closed eyes for 1 or 2 minutes and don't bother about any other work. First, don't watch TV or don't do anything else when you eat. Put both hands. Feel almost you are praying. Be in the mood of prayer. Be in the same mood of meditation and start putting the food inside your body. You will see your whole being is totally different. And not only that, your body will automatically inform you when to stop. At particular time you will stop. You will never overeat. No animal suffers the obesity. We are the only animal who suffer obesity problem. Have you seen any animal suffering obesity problem? In India, cows will be tied just near the straw. Straw will be 24 hours it will be available to them. But they will never overeat. They never suffer overeating. If 1 or 2 animals overeat means maybe a habit from you. They picked up from us. You are keeping the pet food always for the dogs. Have you seen any dog overeating? This you have seen, means you are training them. You have trained them. And you see, now I am surprised. The pet animals here, they catch cold. In India, I have never seen any animal catching cold. I have never seen. Here, because too much when you take care, it becomes almost like you. All the attitudes of human beings are picked up by the pet animals. No wild animals catches cold. No wild animals suffer so much of disease like pet animals. These poor guys, because you are giving food, they take your mental setup also. They pick up your mental setup. They pick up your attitude, your lifestyle, your everything, and it suffers. I have not seen any wild animal suffering the loneliness. But all pet animals suffer loneliness. Leave them alone and go. So they pick up your attitude. That is the reason they may be overeating. Not by nature. Anyhow, understand these few things about eating. Just avoid the food which creates lethargic feeling and the imbalance of consciousness. Next, try to eat with the present moment. About the sleep, few things. Two kinds of people are there in the planet Earth. One is called sun-oriented. Another one is moon-oriented. People who are moon-oriented, they can remain awake even till late night. Till early morning, they can be fresh, energetic, alive. But early morning, they can't be active. They need sleep. They must sleep early morning, around 4 to 6. And there are another group which has to go to bed early. But the early morning they can be alive, fresh, active. The early morning, if you are alive, active, you are sun-oriented. In the night, if you are alive and active, you are moon-oriented. Identify yourself, whether you are sun-oriented or moon-oriented, Chandramani or Sauramani. Identify yourself. If you are sun-oriented, never miss the 10 to 12, that time. If you are moon-oriented, never miss the 4 to 6, that time. And now I understand. Hari is telling only 2 hours.
No, I said I get both.
You see, I ask people whether you are Chandramani or Sauramani. Swamiji, I feel both the time. Then you are Avamani. Then it is Avamana. Chandramana or Sauramana or Avamana. Avamana means bad, shame on you. See, the modern day psychologists, they are proving for a healthy man, 2 to 3 hours sleep is more than enough. But they are making a condition. At particular 2 hours of your sleeping time, your body temperature falls 2 degrees. Your body temperature falls down 2 degrees. If you can identify that 2 hours and sleep, you will never fall sick. You will never fall sick. And I want to tell you one important thing. Don't take up any job. Don't take up any work which disturbs that 2 hours. If you are a Chandramani, if you are a moon oriented, early morning 4 to 6 is the time you are supposed to sleep. If you are sun oriented, 10 to 12 is the time to sleep. Please don't miss that 2 hours. Don't take up any job because it's a question of your life. The sleep and food is question of your life. Don't take up any job. Don't sit and watch movie. Of course, golf can't be played in the night. No?
You could speak played in the other side of the world, yeah.
Anyhow, golf is never played in the night.
No.
Because such a big area cannot be lit. That's good. Anyhow. So never do anything in that time. First thing, identify whether you are Chandramani or Sauramani, whether you are sun-oriented or moon-oriented. Identify. Identifying is very simple. 3 days, try this and try that. And with which process you are more fresh, you are that. That's all. And both gives you dullness means only God has to save you. Go immediately. Pray to God. Always one thing makes you feel more fresh, more alive. One more thing, never take any decision in the opposite time. one important thing I want you to know, just like female having periods, male also has got periods. Male also has got their own periods. The problem is they are so insensitive, they can't understand. For male, it is every 27 hours. For female, every 27 days. For male, every 27 hours. Every 27 hours, 3 hours they fall in low mood and come out. That 3 hours, if you take any decision, it will be failure. It will be failure. If you are sun-oriented guy, never decide anything in that moon-oriented time, that 10 to 12. If you are a moon-oriented guy, never decide anything in the time of sun orientation, that morning 4 to 6. These are all subtle but highly powerful tips. Understand? Very subtle. It may look very simple, but you do not know the way in which your whole existence is going. And I want you to know the power of sun and moon on your body, on your system. Then you will understand. Whenever the Purnima and Amavasya happens, the ocean starts. Purnima Amavasya means full moon and new moon day. Full moon and new moon day. You understand? And I request you one thing. Whenever I use some Sanskrit terms, I don't give English translation. Please ask me. Don't just wait. Sometimes I am so habituated to speaking to the Indian crowd, I forget to give the English translation. So, immediately stop and ask me. Never think I may look like a fool. If you ask, you may look like. If you don't, you will be. So, new moon day and full moon day, you can see ocean will create big waves. There will be big waves. High tide in the ocean. Why? Always the pull of the moon makes the salt water aggravate. Salt water gets aggravated by the moon's energy. In your body also, 80% is salt water. Your body also gets aggravated. Have you heard? There is a understanding. The half-mad people, they will become full on the Purnima and Amavasya day, and full moon and new moon day. Have you heard of this? Huh? Oh, in the full moon and new moon day. One more important thing you need to understand. Mad people are called lunatics. Lunar and lunatics. Because their mind goes up, comes down along with lunar. Lunar and lunatics. Lunar means the sun. Moon. Lunar means the moon. Lunatic means the people's mind which goes up or comes down along with moon. That is why they are called lunatics. What Aditi is laughing? Any question? Niti has got some question? You remember? That is why I am here, you are there. Lunar and lunatic. Along with the moon, you go up and come down. And one important thing, Nile river is worshipped as a god by these Egyptians. Egyptian kings, they worship Nile river as a god. Nile river is the only river which has got live history, the live recording of everyday water level for last 4,000 years. You know, there is a recorded history of Nile river for last 4,000 years. For last 4,000 years, every day, what is the water level? There is a record, clear record, written record. Nile is the only river which has got a clear written history of everyday water level. You will be surprised. And one more thing, why I say about this, one more important thing. Based on that water level itself, we are able to come to a clear conclusion what type of the moon energy was playing. You can understand based on this, the water level or the mood of the river, you could understand, you can clearly find out the eclipse, the solar eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, all these things. Now the people who work on the astronomy, they are shocked to find the coincidences. If the lunar is there, exactly the same kind of the lunar, all the lunar eclipses, the same kind of water level is recorded. All the solar eclipse, the same kind of water mood is recorded. When these two are compared, it's almost as if Nile is directly controlled by this sun and the moon. They say a clear-cut view, not even once or twice it misses. A clear-cut view, we can predict very clearly when flood will come and when flood will not come. What is wrong call? When flood will come and when flood will not come. We have such a deep association with sun and the moon. So find out whether you are lunar oriented or solar oriented, whether you are sun oriented or moon oriented, and arrange your sleep time according to that. Never sit and watch cricket. Never torture your body at that moment. If you allow your body to rest in that moment, that's more than enough. That's more than enough. Naturally, you will see you are continuously recovering. Your physical body, your health comes back to normal well-being, normal health. And third thing about pain. Pain means all diseases. It's an important thing. When the shoe fits, leg is forgotten. When the belt fits, belly is forgotten. When the chain fits, neck is forgotten. If you are remembering the chain, it means, if you are remembering the neck, it means the chain is not fitting. If you are continuously remembering the belly, belt is not fitting. If you are continuously remembering the legs, shoe is not fitting. If it fits, you will forget. The same is the logic. If you forget your boundary, you are healthy. If you forget your boundary, you are healthy. If you are constantly remembering some part of your body, it means what? You have some pain or disease in that area. For example, if you are remembering knee continuously, what it means? What it means? Pain. You have deep problem. You have pain in the knee. If you are continuously remembering the back, means your back is hurting. If you are continuously remembering the tooth, you are doing dental meditation instead of transcendental meditation. You are doing dental meditation. So, if you remember something constantly, some portion of your body, means it is not fitting. It is not falling in tune with your body, with your being. And you are remembering some portion means why you are made to remember. Actually, what is happening at the time of pain? At the time of pain, only one thing happens. Your attention is requested by that part of the body. We don't live throughout the body. Understand one important thing. You don't live with your whole body. If you hate some activity, immediately you hate that portion connected to that activity also. If you hate to do some work, immediately you hate the body connected to do that work also. Why you are laughing? No, that's true. If you hate to write or read, you start hating the eyes, you start hating the hands. Why do you think so many kids have to wear specs? Why do you think they get all the eye problems? When you hate to do some job, automatically, naturally, you start hating that part of the body also. You start hating that part of the body also. Here I have to tell you a small incident. It's even though a little awkward, I have to tell because it is such a truth. It's such a deeply connected truth. I have to tell this. One of our devotees, she attended an NSP. She stays in America only, in America. She had a tumor on the spinal cord. A big tumor. You can see, you can even feel that's such a big tumor in the spinal cord. For last 12 years, more than 12 years, she herself is a person who is in the medical field. Because of that, she underwent surgery also. Even after the surgery, it again came back. Nothing could be done. It is there, it is there, it is there. In our meditation camp, we have a session like opening and telling about your guilts. We work on the people's guilt. What all the guilts you have from the past memory. One by one we bring it out and I explain about the guilts. In that session, she suddenly started weeping profusely. And she said, I have a deep guilt because I have been abused when I was 6-7-year-old girl. When she was very young, she has been abused. And not only that, again the same man who is her own relative exploited her when she became little elderly person also. And just yesterday I read I read a pamphlet. I read an advertisement in the book. In America, 1 among the 4 kids are abused. I was shocked. 25%. 1 among the 4 is too much. 25%. And it's recorded. Only recorded thing, not unrecorded. I do not know how many come out and open it. It's recorded. Anyhow, after again, when she became a little grown up also, that person has abused her. When she said this, it was so painful to take that guilt out from her and to make her feel relaxed and comfortable. It took at least 10 minutes for me. Of course, with a lot of energy and with a lot of understanding, insight, she has been comforted, relaxed. And you will be surprised, shocked to hear, in 10 days the tumor disappeared. Really, it happened. In 10 days the tumor disappeared. And already 6 months over, it has never come back. It has never come back. The tumor which did not disappear by surgery, which came back even after surgery, just disappeared just by confessing, opening it up. Actually, what happened? I don't want to reveal her name because it is related to the abuse. Otherwise, I can give the solid proof. It's such an important incident. You all need to understand how things happen in our body. When she was abused, she started hating the part of that body itself. She started hating the Mooladhara. That naturally created more complications, more and more complications, and created a tumor. That hatred, that tension which is built up, which is created in that area, has become a tumor. When you hate some job, some work, you start hating that part of the body also. Understand? you start hating that part of the body also. On an important thing, when you stop living in some part of your body, that part starts feeling sick. If your consciousness is not spread all over the body, it starts feeling sick. Your laziness to walk only makes the knee pain. Your low self-confidence to live only creates arthritis. These are all basic things. Don't think your disease and your mind are totally independent of each other. It is totally dependent on each other. There is a beautiful book, You Can Heal Yourself, by a doctor. Her name is Louise L. Hay. One of the, according to me, I think if she is in India, she would have been recognized as an enlightened one. If she is born and brought up in India, she would have been recognized as an enlightened one. This lady, one important thing I want to tell about this book. There is a understanding in Ayurveda and Yoga Sutra. How the Ayurveda and Yoga Sutra meet with each other. How the mental setup and the chakras are relating with each other. Ayurveda and Yoga shows how the emotions are related to diseases. And this lady, I do not know whether she read that Yoga Sutra or she studied Ayurveda, because I don't find any reference of Yoga Sutra or Ayurveda. In her own research, she has actually fought cancer and overcame. She herself healed her cancer by her mind power. And you will be surprised, she quotes exactly, line by line. And she is a doctor. Because of that, she has got the chance to work with so many patients. Our researchers are finding she's recording. I am shocked. So clearly she records the mental setup, exact mental setups which creates the diseases. An exact mental setups which creates the uneasy feeling. An exact remedy for it. The unchanging or changing the mental setup. Changing the pattern, changing the mental setup only, we call it mantra. Mantra or syllables. Now, I want you to understand one important thing. All your disease is nothing but low consciousness. Low degree of consciousness. Some part of your body never receives enough of your attention or consciousness. You never live in that portion. Either you don't want to live, or you are not aware that you are supposed to live. When you don't live throughout your body, when you don't live with your whole body, you can be sure, you can be very clear that that portion will start suffering. That part will start asking for your attention. A small, simple technique which you can practice in the house. Whenever you get pain, whenever you get any pain, headache or knee pain or stomach pain, when you get a headache, don't start giving headache to others. First, analyze. When we get, what we do immediately? We start sharing. First, lie down, close your eyes, travel in the area where you have pain. Drop the word pain, just travel. Look as if a child looks at something new, how he will look intensely. How he will look, something new. The same way, with the same intensity, with the same feeling of inquiry, with the inquiry sense, look at it as deeply as possible, without any idea of pain. Drop the word pain, just look and see what is happening. You will feel very clearly, slowly, the area which is affected by pain will start shrinking. Suddenly you will feel pain is not throughout the head, it's only in particular area. Then you will feel it's only particular bit. Then you will feel slowly it will come to only a point, particular point. And if you look into that point, it will simply disappear. All pain is just requisition from that part of your body to your being to give little awareness and consciousness to you. That's all, nothing else. You may think, what Swamiji, you are giving such a simple example and we know how we suffer. You never have any pain, that is why you talk all these things. Let me explain to you, really the incident happened. I put my hand in Kantasa car. Kantasa car. Here Kantasa is available? No. Kantasa is a heavy car. I don't know whether they make it out of stone or not. I think they make the car out of stone. So heavy, the car door is so heavy, I somehow put my hand in the car door when then they closed it in Bangalore. The finger was caught. It started just swelling. When I'm seeing just it is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. All are running, rushing to get some medicine, these, that. I said, wait, nothing. I was clearly watching. I didn't even create a sound, even the first sound. When it hits, even that sound was not created. I was clearly seeing the energy being supplied from our navel center to that area. It's like army rushing to do the job. Army rushing to protect if some flood or some cyclone. Immediately army is rushing to that area to do the relief work. Just like that, gush of energy is coming from the navel and it is moving towards your hand to that area. I saw very clearly the gush of energy only you call it as pain. The repairing work is going on. You don't have so much of patience to watch it. That is why you start shouting, screaming, oh pain, pain, pain. Pain is nothing but maintenance work. Body is doing its maintenance work. Body is doing its maintenance work. And it puts the stop symbol. Don't move the hand. Please cooperate with maintenance work. That stop symbol only is pain, nothing else. When you see the maintenance construction work in the road, they put a cop and the stop symbol, no? Just like that, so that you will not disturb the construction work and maintenance work. Same way body says, I am doing maintenance work here. Please wait, don't come. Don't move, cooperate. That's the same symbol. I saw very clearly, and not only that, I just removed that nail and threw it away. And in few days, the nail came back. Just in few days, no medicine, no injection, no bandage, nothing. Just allowed the body to heal itself. It got healed, over. Totally it took some 5-6 days, that's all. Nothing else. Of course, I am not telling you to do the same thing. I am telling you at least cooperate. Apply the medicine, do whatever you want, that is different. But mentally cooperate. You can heal yourself very much. When you forget your boundary, you are healthy. If you are constantly remembering your boundary, you are in pain. Now we will enter into a small meditation technique to forget the boundary, to remove the unnecessary stress collected by you, unnecessary toxins collected by you. An important thing. Just like a blood clot, there is one thing called energy clot which happens in your system. Blood clot happens if there is something wrong in your body. Energy clot happens if there is something wrong in your emotional system. Now we will enter into a meditation technique to melt, to clear the energy clots and to remove the unnecessary toxins and to awaken the body intelligence. In this meditation, you are going to do 2 steps. First is, you are going to tense your body as much as possible. To speak step by step. Step by step, you are going to create the maximum possible tension so that the energy clouds which is created in you will be released. The energy clouds will be released. And second thing, you will go step by step from toe to head, part by part. Pressurize or tense as if that portion will burst. As if that portion will burst. Go deep, step by step, till the head. And after that, from head to toe we are going to come. This is the second step, is the important step. This is from Yoga Sutra. This step is important technique from Yoga Sutra. According to Yoga Sutra, every part of your body is breathing. Understand? According to medical field, only your nose is breathing. According to Yoga Sutra, every part of your body is breathing. Every part of your body is intelligent to take the prana shakti directly from the air. It takes energy directly from the air. And directly it relates. It relates with the existence. That is why in India, yogis, they sit under the underground for 2 years, 3 years. I have seen a guy who sat in the underground for 1 year. Neither food, nor water, or air. Totally glass case. Tight sealed glass case. He sat under that 1 year. I asked, how at least he breathes? He said, we don't know, Swamiji. Then he came to the ashram, our ashram. He's after all a yogi, not enlightened. So he heard about me and he came to take my blessings. Then I asked him, how do you do this? He said, Swamiji, Yoga Sutra has this technique, Swamiji. The technique which you are going to do now. According to this technique, it is not only the technique, it is a truth. According to Yoga Sutra, every part of your body has got intelligence to take energy directly from the sky, from the ether. See, understand? A plant, a normal plant, when this can produce its food directly from the air, can't your body produce? Your body is much more intelligent system. Much more intelligent system. Can't it produce? It can. Only thing, we have not made our body alive. We have not allowed our body to do it. We have not given so much of understanding to our body to do it. The second level technique, you are going to breathe through every part of the body. Understand? Important thing. Your head should breathe separately, inhale and exhale. Your eyes should inhale and exhale. Step by step, part by part. Visualize actually as if your body is separately inhaling and exhaling. That part of your body is separately inhaling and exhaling. Feel the same thing step by step, part by part, throughout the body. Feel that portion has become empty, porous. For example, head means feel that head has become porous. Every hair hole, through hair hole, you are inhaling and exhaling. Shrink or expand that area. Feel the shrinking or expanding along with the inhaling and exhaling process. Step by step, your whole body should inhale and exhale. This will awaken your innate body intelligence.